I just realized the reason why my forehead was reflecting so much is because of the amount of light my ceiling fan was putting off.
All right, makes sense. And
I
speaking of,
thought for sure it was the umbrellas, so I kept
Yeah.
turning the umbrellas down.
I don't
But no.
understand anything about reflection.
Well, you're not using a green screen. It doesn't hurt you.
and
It
with that,
hurts.
hello
It
and
hurts
welcome
a
to
lot.
hello and welcome to the Mega Monster Cast. For today, we were talking about episode 20 of Ultraman Arc. I am Nick. With me are Alex and Josh.
I'm blind.
Yep,
And I didn't know which episode we were doing first.
that's okay. We're doing the one that's a big old reference to fucking Mecha Godzilla and Space Godzilla.
Yeah.
I'm
Arc.
I really like those two. It'd be nice to see them. Maybe we'll
Yeah.
see them in the Monsterverse.
No.
We already saw Mecha Godzilla.
Yeah, but like a good
No.
Mecha Godzilla. It'd be
We
fun to
all
see a
know
good
that
one.
Josh's favorite is the 2001 Zilla.
Oh goodness.
Well, at least you said Zilla, so I'm happy.
I'm willing to say Zilla. I have no bones to pick about it. I think it's a fine movie.
It's a fine monster movie, but it is not God-worthy.
Whatever. Nitpicky here on the Mega Monster Cast.
Yep.
Fucking overgrown iguana.
Hey, that's a cool iguana.
So anyway,
No, its child was a cool iguana in the cartoon.
that is true.
That was the cool iguana.
Okay, the cartoon and the game slapped. Let's be honest.
The cartoon was pretty good.
If you didn't play the side-scrolling Game Boy Color game,
I was gonna ask if you talking about the Game Boy game.
of course, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Yeah.
So good. It was so much fun. It was a well designed game, I think, too.
So yeah, this episode we're talking about
That.
talking about Bon and his relationship with his daughter, which is much healthier than Uncle and his relationship with his daughter.
Yeah, but can we just say the first 30 seconds of this is just Shu grinding beans.
I'm serious. I
Yeah.
thought the exact same thing, and especially after the amount of coffee talk in our Orb episode this week, I was just like, how did we accidentally do this? I swear to you, the fact that we're watching these in an off by one manner has just for some reason lined up so many things between the two
Oh yeah.
story arcs. It's really ridiculous.
Yeah, we get a lot of like weird parallels by watching the episodes the way we have been.
I mean, look back at the episodes, like, you know that we've pointed this out like what, 5-6 times in our podcast episodes. Like, it's getting eerie at this point. Like, this is another reason why I'm glad that you always point out the writers and directors, because I'm like, there's a pattern here. I know there is.
Yeah. Speaking of, I need
Just
to.
like there's a pattern in Kamen Rider, like the villains.
Yep. Dude, I really want us to get to like one of those, but like that's a
I'll be
50
honest,
episode commitment.
I'm really not sure about Kamen Rider. That one, those did not pull me in
I
the
think
way
you
that
would like.
I've got an episode for you.
Yeah, of course you do.
Of course he does.
Starfish Hitler.
Yep.
Sure. Okay.
No, I think you would like Geats, but Geats is like, it's not episodic, it's story arc based, so you get like 4 to 6 episodes of like a single story in that one.
I mean, I'll just be straight up honest with you, man. I think I might just enjoy, what is it, Kamen Rider Red?
Nope.
No, what is his name?
Was it Kuga? Was Kuga the one you liked?
One with the ones with the shorts.
Oh
where he
God.
just runs in, commits murder, and
Oh, you're talking about Red Man.
Red Man.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we can
That's
watch
as
Red
close to
Band.
Common Riders as I think I'm getting at the moment.
That's fair. Yeah. So anyway, this episode was written by Uiko Miura, who wrote um, an episode of Ultraman X, 2 episodes of Orb, 16 and 19, one of which was that the one where they have the giant samurai ghost, a shit ton of Jeed, Taiga, and then this episode of uh, Arc. And it was directed by a director whose name I cannot click on in the wiki.
Oh,
So
Well, that'll
somebody
do it.
who's not worked on this franchise much.
Might be brand new, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, this was, if it is a new director, like, they did a really good job for this episode. I think this is a very
Yeah.
well shot episode. But yeah,
Yeah, I would agree.
also, I'm gonna bring up a little thing that I've been putting off because I weirdly ties in well with this. So I've mentioned this before, but I haven't like gone in depth on this. So Bond's actor is like in like a lot of shows they have like a veteran actor, like an actor who's done like a lot of different series before, or has done like a prominent role in like a pretty successful series. Um,
Mhm.
Bond's actor is a
Bond is the
red.
captain.
Yep, he's a Red
Okay.
Ranger. Yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah, he's a Red Ranger, and
that's why he's a leader.
yep,
Huh.
he played
Like as oh, I guess it's all Super Sentai, so never
yeah,
mind. That
yeah,
was a dumb
he
one.
played
Yeah.
the Red Abba Ranger, which one second, let me double check
And I just
what
admit to have never having watched one single second of Power Rangers.
that's fair.
Fair.
Yeah, it was adapted into
I'm too what is it? I forget. Is this group the group I'm young in? I'm too young to have seen Power Rangers.
You're
I haven't
younger
watched
than
it,
me.
but
You better
whatever.
fucking watched it.
I
Uh
never watched Power Rangers.
this was the Japanese series that was adapted into Power Rangers Dino Thunder.
I don't give a shit about Dino Thunder.
Was that the
That's
one where
fair.
they were dinosaurs?
That's one of the many
No,
ones,
as
yes.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers
There's like
before
five
they went
dinosaur
ninja,
ones. There's like 5 dinosaur ones, yes.
I would enjoy the dinosaur one probably as a kid.
and then Tommy came back as the Black Ranger,
Yeah, that's
the
the one.
Brontosaurus.
Yeah, that's the one we're talking about. Yeah, he was the Red Ranger for the Japanese version of that.
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it or nothing.
Yeah, so yeah, that was something I've been meaning to bring up, and I think that works really well considering we have weird, vaguely mechanical dinosaur stuff going on in this episode.
Vaguely mechanic. Yeah, right.
Yep.
Vaguely.
We also have his daughter who they keep making eat shit that she cannot eat.
Yeah, like the 1-star Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Did you? Yeah, I was like, what the hell?
You also have to realize that star is vaguely black, tying it in. It's not really black, it's brown, but close enough.
God damn, I just talked about this and how our other co-host in the Council of Greys, Medi Blackstar, was referenced in Orb's episode this week.
Yep.
And now it's brought back to Arc. See, we're gonna say it. We're gonna say it right here, right now. Scott doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know
Scotty doesn't know.
Yep.
that he is actually an Ultraman fan who he thought was just a GT reference.
I also think that low-key, I feel like I've thought about this. I know the Ultraman series I could get him to watch that he would enjoy. There's like one I think he would really enjoy.
I mean,
And then
I feel like he would probably enjoy several of them, honestly.
probably, but there's like one I would use to try to hook him. I've figured out which one it would be.
He gets his own special one. I feel like Orb would be a good choice for a lot of people.
Orb is a solid choice for a lot of people. Jeed, the next one we're gonna watch, is the one I would try to hook him with. Because it's
Fair enough.
Star Wars. It's Star Wars.
Well, you could have started me off with that too.
No,
But
you
no,
needed to
no,
watch.
you chose
Yeah,
the
why'd
good
you
one.
wait for me?
You chose Blazar for me, and I respect that decision.
Yeah. No, Orb is the
Sim.
first part of a thematic trilogy, though.
Mm,
Damn it!
That
Anyway,
means it's gonna get 2 like trilogy sequels, and it's just gonna progressively get worse.
yeah, that was pretty good.
And then
That
it's gonna
won an
get a
award.
bunch of series, and then
Are you shaming the prequels right now?
no,
Okay,
Anyway,
but they're
yeah.
not as good as the originals.
I didn't say that,
Yeah,
and I wouldn't say that.
I mean, if we want to get into the weeds,
I mean, all right. So Phantom Menace is pretty good, like especially if you like politics.
first of all,
Mhm.
Phantom
Alright.
Menace is great. You know, I have the giant
I know.
stolen poster from
I
the
know,
theater.
and it's all the sweeter for it. Yeah, and Revenge of the Sith is like a top tier
Yeah,
movie.
and I'm
Like-
upset. That's the one prequel thing I don't actually have that was like taken. I've got a stolen poster. And I've got a stolen statue.
The thing that I hate, I have a replica.
Kidding
Force
about the stolen part.
well,
Wink, wink.
it was a gift. The
You were.
the the Anakin lightsaber, Force Effects lightsaber that I have,
Stolen.
it's from the release of Episode 2. Like the worst one, but it's that old at least.
Yes. Anyway, though.
But yeah, the original trilogy was where it's at.
Also, giving us some time here. We can cut this out.
Mhm.
The book's pretty great. Most of them.
Please tell. Like, I can't read the shirt, but please tell me that's not a school shirt.
It doesn't actually. It's a school shirt, but it's not a named school shirt.
It's
it
not
says
a branded
Teachersaurus
one,
Rex.
Okay,
I just
I
used it
couldn't
to
read
trick
it.
you the last time.
Which I have to tell you again, I've told you this before. That's one of my favorite shirts.
Yep.
That's hilarious every time.
Oh yeah, I love this one. This is a great work shirt. Anyway, though, yes, this episode is all about Bond being a dad and how he has a strained relationship with his daughter, and it's totally not the same general concept as that episode of Orb we watched like a month ago.
No, it's really not. Like Bond's a little bit more like sweet and innocent about it.
Yeah.
Doesn't dead name her.
Yep. Respects his daughter.
Oh, it's look back on our previous episodes. That is not. He's not kidding.
Yep. Outright refuses.
But let's be fair. Why would she name herself Catherine? For
Because
all of
it's
our
her-
Catherine listeners, change your
She
name.
can do what they can do whatever they want with their name.
Yeah. Change it to something besides Catherine.
You like the name Catherine? What do you want?
Yeah. So
She made it. She turned Catherine into 5 syllables. She liked it so much.
yep. We're totally not shaming Japanese people for having an accent now.
I mean,
Alex.
she wanted her name to be like understood. She pronounced every syllable.
Yep.
I'm saying.
Yes, this episode's all about how Bond's daughter is doing like a work study thing that, like I never experienced this in high school, but in like TV shows, they have this thing where it's like, oh, and you're gonna shadow somebody at their job for a week and learn about that. That's what she's
Heard
doing.
about that, but didn't experience that either.
Yeah, it's one of those things I've seen in TV, but I've never actually I don't know anyone who's done it, so I think it's just a TV thing.
It's got to be a TV thing.
Yeah, so she decided she's gonna shadow the like reporters at the news station. Cool. And Yuma's like, well, why don't we have why isn't Skip involved in this? Why didn't we get anyone to shadow? And he's on the website, and Bond's like, yeah, just scroll down a
Yeah.
little bit. We're right there. No one wanted to be shadowing us.
Yeah.
We
No
are
one
not.
chose.
No one thought we were cool enough to shadow. Not even my daughter.
Womp. Womp. Also,
Didn't
who are the
even
two
get no plot.
kaijus next to his desk?
Uh, one of them looks like it's from Gaia.
Gaio, Gaio.
Oh, god awful. And
Yup.
then the other one looks familiar, but I can't place it. Like one really has Gaia energy though.
Now, if any of these pop up in the future of Arc in the next 5 episodes, calling it here. It's foreshadow.
Yep.
If it doesn't, cut
Ugly.
this part out.
I mean, we are getting one of the coolest Heisei designs next week
Yeah.
because King of Mons is coming back for the first time in decades. Yeah. So then we get Bon has gone out to stalk his daughter.
Yeah, so the total opposite of what happened with Uncle.
Yep. And Yuma goes and finds him because he's got his wallet, which that's got to be a front pocket wallet, right?
What? No.
It's a
No.
pretty big wallet. It's got to be a front pocket
Oh,
wallet.
it's like a checkbook.
He calls it a wallet. It's got to be a front
Ah,
pocket
okay.
one. And
Mine's always
I mean, you don't-
tiny.
Yep.
You really don't want to be sitting on a wallet that size for very long.
You don't want to be sitting on a wall at all. It upsets your hips, and so what's wrong with me?
Yeah, that's what happened to Hank Hill.
That's why he ain't got no ass.
Yeah. Anyway, though, so for the second time, they try to make Bond's daughter eat something that she's not capable of eating.
She's not even trying.
Yeah, she puts her teeth on it. She's like, "This is too tough. I can't bite it." And then the reporter has to come in and be like, "No, you do it this way. Oh, this smells really good. Here you go. Smell it. Say something. Say something for the camera so it sounds cool." And then they cut, and she immediately hands off the food without eating it.
Okay.
Spokesperson, she's not.
I don't know. I kind of no. She's totally a spokesperson because she sells the shit out of that stuff, and then the second the cameras stop rolling, she immediately gets it out of her hands because she doesn't actually want to eat it.
It's fucking gross.
Oh yeah.
Now pay me.
Yep. I'm here to make money. Also, I'm looking at this shot. It's this weird shot where you know that his daughter is aware that he was there, but she just has this dead-eyed look as she's staring off at where he was, where it's like,
Father, I love Moody.
yeah, she's like, oh God, I know he was here. I felt his presence.
Oh my god, she's a psychic.
It's possible.
Just like Miku and Godzilla.
Yeah. We're gonna get a bunch of fucking crazy shit happening.
Yeah, like she tries to have a psychic battle with this Godzilla monster on top of an oil refinery and just passes out.
Yeah.
That sounds visually stunning.
Mm-hmm.
It is. It happens in one of the movies.
Yep.
Real compelling cinematography.
Fuck you, Biolante was great.
Anyway, though, so then we get a scene where Yuma and Bon are eating lunch together. He's like, "Yeah, they grew up so fast. This used to be her lunchbox. You know, when she was little, she wanted to be a part of Skip, and she used to look up to me, and she drew this picture of me where I was giant next to a monster. Like, I was her Ultraman, and now, no.
What if she was the monster?
Are we starting another fight with another actor?
Yep. With
What?
a
No, this isn't Anne
teenager.
Hathaway or Tom Hanks.
Yeah. By the way, Tom Hanks, you know what you did.
Yeah, you fucking monster.
What
How
the
dare you
hell,
run past
guys?
that football field?
Jeez. What the?
How dare you take credit for the shit happens logo? Jenny wasn't even good to you.
Also,
I feel like you're mixing up who you're mad with now.
I don't know.
the Polar Express fucking looks gross.
Yeah, how dare you play every single character in that movie?
That movie looked like dog shit.
Still does.
And it was nearly nothing like the book.
Yeah.
Hated that movie.
Yeah, it didn't even have any pages.
I'm
Anyway.
past that.
So then we get one of the best designs that is totally not Godzilla, Gomez. It's not Godzilla with some fucking powerful eyebrows.
Yeah, you can't see his original skin underneath.
Yeah, they didn't just
You know,
add shit on top.
Specifically his thighs.
Yeah, they didn't just add things on top.
Like,
There's no
why
chance
not
of hell.
remake? Why not remake the kaiju then? You've
Oh,
had
they have.
years.
Oh,
to
they
do
have.
this.
They have. They
Yeah.
just keep always
What?
making
Shit.
it look this way.
God damn it!
Yeah, the Shingamos.
Yeah. Shin Godzilla was just. Well, Shin Gomez was just Shin Godzilla with these things on top of it.
Yeah, just minus the hair. He didn't have hair.
Yeah.
Really?
So,
It was beautiful.
yeah, it was. I like that movie a lot. Anyway, yeah. So, he goes up the mountain, and they're like, "That's not normal." Gomez would normally go down the mountain to eat or burrow to sleep. We don't get why it's going up the mountain. This goes against everything that we know about Gomez.
Breaking the rules. Breaking the law.
Yep.
Wow, why is this just a direct? Why is Gomez just a direct ripoff? Like, what?
Because it's the actual suit.
Yeah, no. Eiji Tsuburaya was one of the effects guys for the Godzilla movies, and then they gave him a TV show, and he started stealing suits and bringing them over to make Ultraman. Yeah,
But like,
Yeah.
but why? But why are both series of Gomez's?
because
Gomez
now
How
it's
would
just
you?
a nod to the fact that Gomez is just
Okay, all
hairy
right, all right,
Godzilla.
very well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. Yeah, people are just aware of it, so they like to make little references to it now.
And this one being huge reference.
Okay, no, this entire episode is just full of references, and I love it.
Fan
Like,
service.
oh,
Let's go.
dude, it's so good. It's like quality fan service where it's like, um, so Toho didn't do a whole lot for like the anniversary of Mechagodzilla, and this did a
That's fucking true.
decent amount, and also a lot of Space
Well,
Godzilla references.
Yeah, I mean, but also like right before the shot where they just start firing the tanks at them.
Mhm.
This is directly like a exact scene from -1.
Yeah, there's a lot of like,
Just how it's shot.
yeah, there's a lot of subtle nods in this, which I really appreciate. Like you can tell they made this with the idea of like this being a lot of references to Godzilla. Anyway, so the skip peeps are hanging out.
Do they ever get a full on crossover, like an official crossover?
Not
No.
really. Like the closest you're gonna get is Gigabash.
I see.
Yep.
Still need
The
to play that
closest
sometime.
thing you get, and it's fucking god awful, Jet Jaguar.
That's also true. Jet Jaguar is also
Oh,
a
yeah.
reference.
I forgot about Jet Jaguar.
Yeah, we get Jet Jaguar, we get Gomez, and we get Jiris. And those are the references we're going to get.
Fuck Jaguar.
Yeah, he's the poor man's Ultraman. But yeah,
Discount Ultraman, I think you mean.
Yep. He's the
I'll say it
Ultraman we have
here.
at home.
Would rather deal with Tangangular than in Jet Jaguar. God, I hate Jet Jaguar.
Wow,
Yeah.
we found an even lower
Oh,
one.
I hate him. I hate him.
Yeah, that's fair.
He
Okay,
looks
so
so derpy.
true. So we get like a little scene of like the Skip HQ at night, and Bond's like watching the newscast his daughter was in because he's proud of her. And then we cut to this beautiful shot of the mountaintop. Like, this is honestly so good. I would love, like, this could be framed where it's this shot of the mountaintop and it pans over and you see Gomez on top, just off in the distance. And then we get a close up on his face as like the fog is moving around him. And then the tanks start firing on him. Like, oh god, this is such a
Which I really, once again, I really loved the model work in Arc. This episode was great with the little tanks and little cars.
I love miniatures.
Yep.
I
It's
also
a dying
love
art form.
I would also
Yeah,
go
I'm glad
beyond.
to see it in like full glory here. Like the building design and like the power lines and everything. Really good throughout this episode, honestly.
I would say even like I'm looking at it like a scene where we're like looking up at Gomez to the forest, and even like the tree miniatures are really detailed. Like the bark looks really good on them.
I would love as an artistic medium to work on a set like that. That would be really fun. Like,
oh yeah,
work on Arc with the miniatures would be such a dream come true for me.
Yeah, no, this is a really well done scene. But yeah, so then they figure out they're going to use citronella acid to try to like take care of Gomez, and then they figure out, wait a second, this isn't Gomez.
Is Gomez supposed to be a mosquito?
No,
he's
but
Gojira.
Because citronella is an interesting choice, is all I'm saying.
I think they just needed something to throw at it.
Yeah, something science, whiny bullshit.
Bring me all of the candles.
Yep. But yeah, and then Gomez just lifts off the ground, rotates in the air, and flies off. That's where they're like,
he's Guy again?
Yep.
Am I the only one who's disappointed he didn't like turn and fly feet first like Godzilla?
Like Godzilla?
Yeah.
Like Godzilla in so many of the Showa movies.
I'm gonna say several, right?
No, even worse. I wish he would have actually used his like atomic breath to fly like he did in the movie.
Yeah,
I would have. This would have won best show.
Yeah, so then we get
whoa.
We get like they figure out that this
Fighting
can't
worse.
be Gomez. This has to be a
Yeah,
different kaiju that mimicked Gomez, which sets up like the back half of the episode of them like, well, shit. Now we have to figure out how to deal with this thing because it's not Gomez, and everything that we thought we were gonna do, we can't prove will work anymore.
Yeah, it's clearly a plant monster that got shot up into space as particles, sucked into a black hole, and a butterfly-esque monster flies up and gets into the hole, and the combine and come back is this.
Yep.
Can we just address the fact that
Space guy.
This is not Gomez, who is not Godzilla.
Yep.
So it's a dude playing disguised as another dude.
Yep.
No. The saying is just a dude disguised as a dude disguised as another dude.
I think he said playing.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Don't you correct me with your ChatGPT hallucinations.
So I also love the effect of like as Gomez is flying by, all these cars are like lifting up towards it.
Again, great miniature work in that scene.
Yeah.
And then like the way they fall down as it starts landing, also solid.
It was fun. Not exactly what I would imagine an anti-grav field would be, but what do I know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying, remember back when Mechagodzilla came around and the aliens were just people dressed up with gorilla masks?
I don't remember that part in the MonsterVerse. That's
I do
weird.
remember it. God, it's so fucking weird.
And then they were just
Sounds super
crazy mutant aliens in Final Wars.
Which is a step
weird.
down.
It was.
That sounds weird.
Yeah. Yeah. So now Not Gomez is destroying the city in a Godzilla-esque fashion, but he is visually distinct enough from Godzilla.
I don't know why my light changed.
But it's not.
Yep. No, 100%.
But still, we should run like it is.
They got away with doing that twice in the 60s. They stole
But you
two
see,
Godzilla suits.
Yeah,
but
they
you
did.
see, I put a horn on it.
Yeah. Or I put a frill around his neck was another one.
Well, we did the nose, but she's still a witch.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure they got Rodan's suit too. And
Oh, dude, they stole
and
so many of the
Garrett's.
suits. Oh, no, yeah, 100%. They stole a shit ton of suits. Yeah, so then Gomez.
Just imagining some dude in one of these kaiju suits and some cello music, just plink, 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 plink.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, dude, if you want to talk about fucking cello music, that was an episode of Blazar.
Gonna have to catch up with Blizzard one of these days.
Dude, Blazar's a fun time. But yeah, so
So
Gomez is
fun.
I don't know if
destroying.
I can handle the Unga Bunga though.
Dude, you grow very fond of the Unga Bunga pretty fast.
His 2 episode crossover was a lot of him.
Yep. Dude, again, just you like he grows on you a lot, and like him gradually, like I've said this before, all of Blazar's power-ups are based off of like caveman power-ups. Like he eventually gets a wheel that he uses as a weapon.
Mhm.
He learns how to make tools. Like he makes a blade. His
And
his
he makes
major
funny noises.
yeah, his major power-up is he gets fire.
What the fuck
Josh
is
is
going
also
on?
getting
I mean,
fire now.
Wow. I don't
yeah,
understand
red
what's going on with my
clothes.
light.
Oh,
Your
yep.
clothes are blue.
Yeah, so
I'm not touching them.
Gomez is destroying the city.
Red clothes.
Just as a pylon is about to fall on Bon and his daughter, Ark shows up and grabs it to save them, and then just tries fucking up this Not Gomez. And we get all the
But
metal
it's not
noises.
doing anything.
Oh yeah. No, this is like a solid fight.
Taking it like a champ.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we get like honestly a pretty solid fight. Well shot. I like the way that like the initial like a lot of the initial fight is like framed up between two buildings, so it adds perspective to like how big they are.
Yeah, like you said, it's really well shot.
Mm-hmm. And then we get
I wonder how much of that comes down to the director versus the cinematographer, or
yeah.
if they even go through that level of production.
That would be something I'd
I'm
have
sure
to
they probably
research.
do.
Probably. Yeah, then we get like some dope ass fights. Ark starts shooting energy blasts at Gomez. Gomez uses his barrier, then Ark uses his arc finalize and again gets just tossed around because this thing has energy deflection attacks. And Bond's like,
It's
I'm
got an
gonna.
interesting moveset.
Yep. Bond's like, I'm gonna make sure this goes well. And Blazar finally manages to hurt this thing, cuts its flesh, only to reveal like this, like
Glimmer.
like this geometric shape underneath. Like,
Yeah, it's like that polygonal suit that Spider-Man has in the what is it, the 2018 game?
probably yes.
Oh, yeah.
The
Yeah.
smart metal.
It's,
And
yeah,
then,
when he
it's-
was
it-
fighting them with the tower, I was just waiting for him to go like that and just suck it onto him,
that would be cool.
just like Godzilla did.
Yep. No, instead, now it starts blasting Ark, and Ark's using his sword to defend himself. And he manages to slice through the barrier and cause this thing to explode, revealing that it's just crystals.
Isn't it
Space
like-
Godzilla.
Space Godzilla.
It just like forms thorns and spikes and things. Is that a direct reference to Space Godzilla? I didn't catch it.
Kind of.
What? The crystals? Or
I mean,
just not gonna-
I guess I get the crystal, but I didn't know if that was a strong enough correlator.
and we're just gonna miss the reference to the MonsterVerse where this fake Godzilla is powering up a weapon.
We're gonna pretend that didn't happen. Yes.
I kind of
Well,
like.
I mean, it's a fair call out.
I mean, like realistically, it is a nod to that too. Like this episode is like heavily leaning into, I think, just the things that the writer and director liked about Godzilla.
Yeah, this one felt like a love letter.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like it was definitely a reference to that while also being like a fun little character episode built around Bond's relationship with his daughter. Because if you think about it, like the rest of the characters don't really have much to do. Yuma kind of
really,
does
you're
stuff. Like he's involved in like talking with Bond about it, but like Bond is the centerpiece of the episode.
Finally.
I mean, we kind of got that earlier in the season. We got the episode with the professor.
we got a little bit of Peabody and U-Bot.
A little, but not much, thankfully.
Yeah, thankfully.
And then
He can go to hell and die.
We didn't get a whole lot of Yuppies on the job.
yeah. Then Bond's daughter does the newscast of this because she wants to like essentially she's hyping up Ark, but she also like manages to hype up the fact that like, oh, Ark's a hero, but he's not the only hero. And like
My dad is.
yep, we can all be heroes, and like as long as you're working to better the town and whatever and bring peace to it, we're all heroes here.
Unless you're skipping the something search people.
Who actually have something to search for this week.
Yeah. So then Ark flies off underneath his fucking rainbow again.
And Yuma's off going to the bathroom.
And then we find out that this thing is called
Usual.
Supekio, the space life form.
Supekio.
I really want a Space Godzilla. Can we have that?
I mean, we kind of got. I mean, we get a Destroyer next episode.
Troy's
We
cool.
just talked to the fact I really wanted him just to start flying when he went like after he got done talking to his
Oh,
daughter.
dude,
I
like
didn't know I could do this crap.
yep. Nah, it's because
Help!
now Ark is her hero,
How
but
do I
now
stop?
he gets to be her hero again too. So he's doing the hero pose.
Very wholesome. You
Oh, yeah.
gotta love it.
Oh, yeah, this is like a super wholesome episode.
Yeah, I just want to say, why is that lady breastfeeding a tiny, tiny monster in the preview?
In the previews, so
What?
this is next episode
What
is
the hell?
So the next episode is a reference to
Made a
a.
skill check.
So the next episode is a reference to there's a movie from the Heisei era. It's the Tiga Dyna Gaia crossover movie. Battle in Hyperspace, I believe is the name of it, where
Mhm.
they fight the kaiju that is like the cool looking one, the King of Mons, and this entire it looks like next episode is going to be like a huge reference to that movie. Which like cool because they haven't used King of Mons in a while. And like there were a lot of leaked photos of that like way earlier this year that I just thought people had been photoshopping. So like cool, King of Mons is back. I didn't think they were actually going to do that, and apparently they did. Also, it's not really breastfeeding.
I know, but
It's breastfeeding in your heart. I get it.
exactly. We can
Your
only
head
hope.
canon gets weird sometimes.
It does. It gets weird a lot.
Yep. Yeah. So any final thoughts before we cut this one off?
I mean, it's pretty cool. We're gonna get some weird, like monster breastfeeding on humans. That's kind of problematic. I'm just saying. For
I feel like you're being
what is
problematic.
essentially a kids show.
So you're saying that breastfeeding is
Thanks,
wrong?
Japan.
You're saying breastfeeding is wrong, Chet?
No, 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 no.
I'm gonna call you Tech now because you're on the wrong side of history.
I'm always on the wrong side of history.
I
That's a
quit the
reference.
podcast.
Yeah,
For the viewers out there, that's a
it's a
reference to our
reference that
friend
none of you.
who enjoys it, who enjoys saying things just to be on the wrong side of history.
Yeah, it's something else.
Mm-hmm. All right, with that one, we will call this episode. Tune in next time when.
Yeah, but anyway, just whip them out whenever you want.
Tune in next time when
Beach kids.
Not Destroya shows up. Bye bye.
Bye.